Welcome to Money Mondays. How long have we been doing this now?
I have no idea.
I think this is our 7th one.
Really?
Which is really cool. I got gum. Throw it away. How are you guys? You doing well? How are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
But
I'm really good though.
she's not going to be eating anything.
I'm not eating anything.
She's not eating anything. Usually she's eating something. And somebody joked, like, that Anna's always eating something during the videos. But she already ate.
I am.
She is. It's because she's pregnant. But you're feeling well, yeah?
I am.
Okay, good. Just tired.
Yeah.
Just tired. It's okay. She's pregnant. She's growing a human being in her belly. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. And thank you for questions. We got some questions this week, and we're really super excited. And it's funny, when we ask for questions, we get a lot of questions, and we just can't answer them all. But we'll try to get to your question. If we don't get to it this week, maybe in a future episode. So continue to be watching. So let's get right into it. So our first question comes from E-Puddle. E-Puddle, guys. Funny, amazing channel. Go check them out if you have not already seen Coco Bean and Easy E and Mama and Barry. Please go say hello to them. But we're so happy you guys are watching us, little old us. So thanks for tuning in. But it says this. E-Puddle says, hey guys, so I seriously love your videos and have spent too many Barry naps sitting at the computer watching instead of being productive around the house. Ha ha ha. And by the way, this is Mama. This is not easy. Is the envelope system just for things like food, gas, eating out, etc.? And and utilities are debit? Just a little confused. Thanks. P.S. I love that Anna is eating in almost every one of these videos. Yes. Thank you so much for the question. And hopefully we can shed a little bit of light on that. When we went to the cash-based envelope system, we pay things that we pay with cash in our envelopes are things like
Gas, babysitters, food, clothing, toiletries,
cosmetics,
blow, miscellaneous,
gifts, car repairs,
birthdays,
medical. My favorite fun one is a Christmas envelope. And we're saving for Christmas right now already. So it's so much fun.
You do it too.
Do it too. It's amazing how much money you find in December in that envelope. Stress-free
by the time December comes.
It's the truth. It
or
is
October when I start garage selling for Christmas.
Exactly. There are things that we have like on auto pay that are just things that we don't even need to think about. So like our internet, our gas bill, you said, our electricity bill, life insurance,
health insurance,
health insurance, car insurance. Just they're just on autopilot. They always happen. Cell phone bills, things like that. So don't be afraid of cash. Cash is awesome because it's emotional. You spend less, you think more about that payment. So you can still do things on debit because it comes out of your bank.
Your purchases will mean more to you. You'll think about where you're driving. You'll think about where that money is actually going, and it'll be more quality what you do with it.
True. So thanks for the question, you guys. Hope it helps.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching too. Go check them out, you guys. They're awesome. Go check them out. So our second question comes from Wow, Life is Good. Life is good. So we create a budget each month, and I take out the money for that month and replenish our envelopes every Sunday. However, the last week in January bled into the first week of February, so now for some reason I'm a little turned around. Does that week belong to January or February? How do you guys handle that? And do you replenish your envelopes weekly, monthly, quarterly? Congrats on the new edition. Thank you.
Well, we replenish every month. I don't know exactly what you mean, but what I can kind of surmise is that maybe you had extra money from January when the month of February began.
Right.
In that case, we would consider it rollover money, which we would just then, when we did our February budget, we would
have $30 extra in food or something, right?
Like,
and would go towards next month. And I talked about us doing putting our money or filling our envelopes monthly, and we do it that way because we're a little different. We have irregular income, so we we pull it out in the beginning. So we make sure that we have all the month's expenses met, because my pay fluctuates, and we fill those envelopes in the beginning. Some people may get paid twice, a month, and they fill them, every 2 weeks, something. So, or every week for some other people. So it just depends on your situation. There's a couple days from February that go into March. So we actually what we did was, in that week, we split it up by dividing like a week's worth of money and putting it in this month's budget. And if there's any extra, we just roll it over, But we usually don't ever now struggle with not enough money in the budget for food and stuff like that.
More often than not have rollover money.
Exactly. So hope that helps a little bit with you guys. And thanks for the question. Well, life is good. So our last question comes from Ginger Vlogs. What things do you do individually and as a couple to keep motivated on this journey? I'm 2 weeks away from completing baby step number 1, and I'm loving this excitement, but I'm sure there are lulls in the journey, and I'm wondering what I can do during those times to keep the energy flowing. Any tips? You've come to the right place.
There's a lot of things you can do.
One of the things I love doing, I download the Dave Ramsey Show podcast, and you can get it on iTunes, or if you have something like the Stitcher app or whatever, you can subscribe to that. But I usually do it on iTunes, and I listen to those. Listen to his radio show live. He does 3 hours a day, depending on where you live. You can go on DaveRamsey.com and figure out what station they have. Yeah. That's something that's kind of a daily thing that helps get because then you hear things that you've never heard before. You get motivated. You hear Dave yelling, "Don't do that! No, what are you doing? That's stupid!" and blah blah blah. Yeah. And his crazy his Dave-isms. What else?
Just simple things.
Small victories.
Reading the books, celebrating small victories, like avoiding buying, making a purchase out of temptation, or what do they call that? Impulse buying.
Or like lonely buying if you guys are just single.
Yeah, and just celebrating those victories. Talking continuously with your spouse or your accountability partner if you're single that you've set up. Who is usually somebody who you can trust to make wise financial choices.
How about selling something? Does that keep you motivated?
Yeah, selling stuff would totally keep you motivated. Yeah, getting that money right in your hand. Even when you have to buy stuff, going on the hunt, waiting for the deal, garage sale, whatever. When you have that and it's like, I needed this and I waited and I was patient, and I budgeted for it and I saved or whatever, celebrate that. Like, I always feel really successful.
She feels great when she finds a good yard sale deal.
Because I work really hard.
She does. She works really hard to find to save us money, and she does a great job of it. So doing things like that, where you're finding your things for cheaper, getting that little win, it just helps motivate you. Taking FPU like we did. We hit a lull, you guys, in our debt-free journey. We started 8 months. The first 8 months, we were kind of just trying to do stuff on our own. We weren't making a ton of money, and then we hit that lull, and we're like, what do? We should take Financial Peace University. We took it. It got the gazelle intensity.
Yeah, so motivating.
Helps keep the energy going.
And then finding other people in your life that are doing Dave Ramsey also. Like we just met a couple last night that they've been doing it for 3 years, and they've been facilitators for 6 different classes. I think. And just hearing them and knowing that they've been doing it longer than us was like, we can do this.
Yeah, reaching out
stuff and like that, and like
connecting with people the same,
hearing about what they do, seeing them whip out their envelopes,
you guys that went crazy.
That are really validating,
So finding people that share the same kind of common goals definitely does help. Because if you're around people all the time who are just spending,
it's really hard. It's really hard.
So you may have to rethink your friends. Just saying.
That was a great question.
Very good question. And keep watching Live Like No One Else, this YouTube channel. That'll keep you motivated, right?
Yeah.
I know, shameless plug. Horrible, shameless plug.
That was motivating.
Thank you guys for all the questions. We had a ton of questions this week, and some we didn't get to. But look for your question maybe in episode to come. We may answer it then. But we definitely heard you guys about the vlogs and about our kids, our adorable kids. You haven't seen them a lot. If you go back to older videos, you can see a lot more when we were really doing a lot more daily vlogging. But just because of life, we're like this. But we're definitely gonna try to get them back into the mix here. They miss it. We miss sharing our life and showing how these
things work into our daily lives.
how they work in our daily life. So stay tuned for that sometime in the very near future. And we spent a great time this last week spending some time together, and we want to share that with you this week. So stay tuned, and we have some other stuff that we want to share about relationships and money and things like that. So stay tuned for that, because it was really, really, really amazing and really life-giving. But anyways, you guys have a great week, and she looks beautiful, right? I had to put that in because of the baby. She looks beautiful.
Because of the baby.
Well, no, that's horrible. How horrible. I know some of you probably said, what did he say? You just say that? Now I want you guys to see how many times she yawned in this video. Because last week I cut them all out. I realized I cut them out and there was like one yawn. So now, you see. Anyways, alright, you guys be well, be blessed. Have a great week.
Yeah.
Bye.